You're ready to start a business. So what are you going to do? E-commerce? Tech startup? Online reselling? App development? Dropshipping? Social media influencer? Real estate developer? Restaurateur? Dog walker? Personal trainer? Graphic designer? Photographer? Butcher? Baker? Candlestick maker? Oh my gosh, we need some good ideas for a business fast. Hello and welcome to another episode in the Build Your Business Shorts series. If you ever find yourself stuck with where to start to build your business, or you encounter a tricky challenge and don't know how to move forward, there's probably a simple framework or tool that you could use to fix it. That's why we've made these short videos where we bring you easy but effective frameworks, strategies and tools that can apply to help you build your business to last. So my name's Talisa and I've formerly been in business for the past 7 years and produced many other projects way before that. Along the way, there have been some amazing tools that have allowed me to figure out things quickly and get clarity, as well as solve big problems fast. I've experienced the good, the bad, and the downright confusing parts of running your own business. So in this series, I'm going to share some of the easy to use frameworks that can help you get things done in business. So grab your pen, grab your pad, and follow along and let's get to work. So if we don't already have an idea for a business or a concept we want to pursue, it can be really hard to know where to start or what to do. Enter Idea Generation PS System. Now, there are a few ways that you can come up with an idea for your business. If you spend just 5 minutes scrolling through YouTube, you're going to see endless amounts of videos telling you all about the best business ideas for 2025, the businesses that you can do that don't require a lot of time, that you can do from home, that don't require any money, and on it goes. And some of these videos have great ideas in them. They make a really strong case for why you should go ahead and pick one of those ideas. The only thing is that there's about 1 billion other people scrolling through YouTube watching the same videos. And if these broad brush business ideas don't truly resonate with any of the people that are actually watching, this just means we're going to end up with loads of really uninspired, weak, half-baked business ideas that are going to crash and burn quicker than you can say financially free. So in an ideal world, we want something that's going to take into account you, your skills, and the value that you have to offer, as well as the market need, i.e. we need to be sure people actually want and need the product or service that your business is ultimately going to offer, because no need, no business. So let's go ahead and see how we can make that happen. So like I said, there are many ways to generate ideas for your business, but today we're going to focus on just one. So how do we go about using the PS system to actually generate your business idea? So not just to pick an idea, generate one. Quite simply, it's an equation which is P plus S. So the first thing is problem. So you are going to observe problems and common issues or concerns that people have. I'd say here, start with yourself. What do you find yourself always complaining about or being annoyed at? So are you the user of a product or a service that you feel doesn't quite hit the mark? Maybe you've always thought something needs to go along with this thing. Maybe something's missing from it. Or maybe it's not really up to par to the standard that you think it should be. So I'm talking about any product or any service, from cookware to a comb, to an app, to a restaurant, to a training program, anything. Have a think about the last time that you found yourself complaining about a product or a service. So from your complaints, you're also going to consider other people's complaints or issues. So cast your mind to the people that you know, the people that are around you in your life, and consider what they have been complaining about. And even beyond that, what do you observe people complaining about on a societal level? So in groups, in social media, in the media, what has got people smack talking? Where there's complaints, there's opportunity. So the next thing you're going to consider is whether other people have already tried to address the problems before. Did they miss the mark? Could you do it better? Could you solve this problem faster, more efficiently, more smoothly, or to a higher level, in a cheaper way maybe? Could you add a unique spin on an existing idea? The aim of this first step in the exercise is to identify some clear pain points and a genuine problem that you can tackle with your business idea. Remember, if you can solve someone's pain or problem, they will pay you. Now, the next thing is skills. So you're going to consider your skills, talents, and interests. So let's start with skills and talents. What are you good at and what can you do effortlessly with your eyes closed? So really think about this one, because sometimes when I ask this question, I get people saying, nothing. I'm not good at anything. I have no skills. I have no talents. Well, what's actually going on here is that they're thinking only about hard skills, but they're not also considering soft skills. So they're thinking, I can code, I can speak French, I can sing, I can design, I can make clothing, I can do graphic design, I'm a great cook, etc., etc. They're not usually thinking, I'm a great communicator, I'm a creative thinker or a critical thinker, I'm a good negotiator, I'm a problem solver, or I'm methodical. I'm relentless, I'm great at organising, I'm ambitious, I'm a good leader. These are often the skills that get overlooked. And ironically, a great entrepreneur is often a wonderful generalist. They can wear many hats and understand many things just enough to make it all work, rather than being a specialist in only one thing. So think of all the things you're going to have to do to make a business work. So don't get too bogged down in thinking you don't have enough hard skills. If anything, focus on the soft skills because they'll usually take you further on the entrepreneurial journey. You can, of course, also consider your interests. Chances are, if something is an interest of yours, you're going to know a lot about it. You might even be a bit obsessed over it. So who better to navigate that space and create a truly remarkable business in that space? So once we have a good idea of your skills and talents, the aim is to lean into these existing skills, talents, and interests in order to bring value to others. And a little note here, aside from your existing skills, talents, and interests, also think what skills and talents you don't yet have, but you're interested and willing to learn, because this could also hold a clue. So lastly, in the final step, we're going to plus the P and the S to then generate your idea. So what do we get? A big fat idea. So you're going to combine both of the things that you came up with in step 1 and step 2 to develop a profitable solution that can become a great business. So get creative when you consider how you can meet this unsatisfied need or bring something new to an existing industry using your skills and talents. Okay, so let me give you an example. So I know of a photographer, and she, of course, is great at what she does. And the problem that she saw was that many of the event and wedding photographers never really blended in enough to the events. They stood out, and not in a good way. So sometimes they're in jeans and trainers, they're wearing all black, sometimes they're in old rundown clothes. And so for some of the couples or the party guests, it just brought down the quality of the event. So to have a person in a black hoodie and jeans kind of in the middle of the wedding party when everyone's dressed up in their best and everyone's looking good, there was clearly a gap. So she based her wedding and event photography business around dressing to blend in at the events, almost to look like one of the guests. So that created a more seamless experience for the guests and that maintained the vibe. So that was her USP. That was her unique selling point. Another example could be, say you live in a town or city, and then you might be able to cook up a storm. So you're really good at making food and everyone loves your food and you enjoy making the food. So say for the purposes of this that you are Caribbean. So I'm Caribbean, so let's just go with that. There's no Caribbean restaurant, or there's only 1 or 2 in the area that you live in and they're really bad. Everyone's always complaining about these restaurants. There goes your opportunity. You can use your skills and your talents to solve a problem or a need around you. If you love giant croissants and no one in your city makes giant croissants, there goes your opportunity. Where can you spot a need or a gap? And now just to end with a story of a well-known app that I believe many of you probably have on your phone right now. When Travis and Garrett found themselves stuck in Paris on a snowy evening, unable to get a taxi, they asked themselves, what if I could request a ride simply by tapping my phone? And thus, Uber was born. So the idea of all this is that you're going to come up with a business idea that's tailored truly to you. You could start just about any business, and with the right execution, right decision making, and the right drives, you can make money. But when the business that you start genuinely resonates with you in some way, the amount of care, attention, and passion behind it means that you're going to create something simply special. So go out there and generate the business that you know you can. So that's it for another episode. I hope that this short framework has been useful in helping you to build out your business. If so, smash the like button and subscribe to our channel for more of the same, and I'll see you next time.